Hello everybody, Tall Paul here with Left-Handed Knife Reviews, and today we're taking a look at the Sencut Scepter, model number SA03E. Let's get right into it. First up, we're going to have our facts and figures. This is going to be a just under 3-inch blade coming in at 2.97 inches in 9CR18 MOV steel, running on a set of ceramic bearings. The scales on this model are made out of micarta and are affixed to a stainless steel liner, and the handle measures in right at 3.94 inches. At the time of this review, this knife sells for $42.50 on Amazon. Alright, I'm going to put a couple items on the table as the actual dimensions of the knife will appear on the screen. First up, we have our Dixon Ticonderoga pencil. Let's follow that up with the Sencut Actium. Follow that with the Civivi Pintail. And we'll round out the selection with the Benchmade Bug Out. Next up, we'll talk about Larry and my experience while using the knife. The Scepter was fun to use. The micarta is a decent budget micarta. This knife also comes in a G10 scale. The size of the handle gave enough room for our hands, and we were able to hold the knife a couple of ways comfortably. The overall diameter of the knife is definitely a little bit on the smaller side, but the knife deploys really well with either the flipper tab or the thumb stud, and has a really nice lockup. Overall, this knife was nice to carry for review. Let's look at what the Scepter succeeded at. This knife carries great. It has a smaller profile in the pocket, and it's also right at 4.45 ounces for just under 3 inches of blade. They skeletonize the liners, and the blade itself is wider than the actual handle. The knife itself disappears in the pocket and carries fantastically. The action on this knife is also a success. Whether it's with the thumb stud or the flipper tab, this knife really just pops right open. It has quite the fidget factor. One thing to note, this is the second Sencut that has both a flipper tab and a thumb stud, and we found that to be a very nice touch. Next up, let's take a look at our struggles. The small size of the knife was a little bit of a struggle for us. For most EDC tasks, this knife handles really well, but as the heft of the task goes up, our joy of using the knife kind of went down. The length of the knife is good. The size struggle we saw was predominantly with the width of the handle. In the hand, it was a little bit on the smaller side, and using it comfortably for heftier tasks just didn't line up for us. Next up, we have our points of note. Points of note are neutral things that we want to mention but fall in that gray area between successes and struggles. The pocket clip is a really nice deep carry pocket clip. It actually comes up a little bit higher than the handle itself. There is a lanyard hole that is present, albeit a little small. The finishing on this knife, as well as the other Sencuts, is really nice. No part of this knife is feeling unfinished, and being a wee budget brand similar to Civivi, a lot of the finishing elements are on par with that of a Civivi knife. All right, now for everything that's left, the part of the knife review, we talk about everything left-handed. Pocket clip is reversible, so you can carry this on the left or the right-handed side. Both of your thumb studs are fairly close to the scales. There is a small cutout for a left-handed individual, exactly the same as for a right-handed individual, which is nice. Your flipper tab is going to give you the same experience as a right-handed individual. As a left-handed individual, this is a liner lock, so you're going to have your normal left-handed liner lock problems. You're going to have to drag your thumb across the liner to shut the blade, putting your thumb in line with the blade of the knife. But overall, this is an incredibly left-handed friendly knife. The liner lock is a fairly friendly one. Nice little set of jimping, so it's not too hard to manipulate that lock over with the tip of your thumb, and the deploy on this is a dream for left-handed individuals. Let's talk about our final recommendations and recap. We recommend the Sencut Scepter for anybody who's looking for a thinner budget knife, right around $40. This knife operates really well for both left and right-handed individuals and is a great EDC knife that really disappears in the pocket. If you're looking for a knife at this price point, around this size, this is a really good pick. Thank you for joining me today. Be sure to subscribe for more great knife content, and we'll see you next time.